Hey everybody, so yesterday I got hung up on the area labels, that whole ATTR thing. It's just one of those things that is kind of a pain in the butt. Probably be around. It's been around for years, probably be around for years to go, and then they'll eventually fix it, and then it'll just be one of those weird things that we used to have to deal with. So basically, I have an API indicator object. This is what tells you if the API speech recognition API exists, and if the WebKit API recognition exists. These two are going to be fairly similar, so it made sense to make an API indicator component, and that's what we have. I decided I want to have use this card, Angular Material card. This is kind of like a basic simple card, so I'm just going to kind of copy that over and just try to go through the process of what goes wrong. And I'm actually very curious what a card does. Like, does it expand and take up its whole area or not? So we'll do a little bit of investigation on that. So basically, we have our card. It's upset because the card is not a known element. That's a surefire indicator that basically we need the Mac card module. So I'm going to copy this over, and then I'm going to add that to my list of module imports. It's going to be upset because it doesn't know what Mac card that's not represented up here. So I'm going to pull that in. You may very well. It's kind of weird that it's kind of weird that it's not that it's unhappy with that. A lot of times when you work in a production uh, sort of thing, they'll have what's called modules. Um, so you'll have a module and you'll import. You do your imports instead of in here in these standalones in your modules, and you'll have your imports. You'll have one import that has all your material stuff in it. That's a very common pattern that I've seen in most places. All right, so now it is no longer complaining. This is no longer complaining, even though it's not saved. So if I hit save now, we should see our Mac card and see what it does. So it's not doing anything as far as I can tell. Did I say? Oh, I did not save this. So there we go. So now they show side by side. I don't know what happens when you get it small when you make it small. Yeah, so that's nice. It's a kind of a bummer that it doesn't expand to 100%. Um, so we could give it a class. So yeah, because it's kind of a bummer in here when we're here and all that they're not 100%. I can't remember. I think at the top here we made those uh, indicators, and I believe they are flex. Let's see. Yeah, display flex. Okay, so I think I can make this like I come in here and I can say for Mac cards. Let's just give this a shot. Mac cards. So this in earlier we talked about specificity in it, like 2 videos ago. So this is a specificity of 1 because I'm just going after a whole DOM element. So let's see what happens. What do we get here? Nothing. Inspect. Width is equal to 100%. And I think it's because my indicator is not 100%. And I believe that's a flex thing, right? There's a flex. Uh, so let's look that up. Let's expand this to. Let's see. Let's put it back into its original little area over there on the right, and um, ESS Flex. And this is the one I like. Um, Flex Wrap, Flex Flow, and what I would like is I think there's one that tells it to take up 100% of the space. Uh, I think that's what it's supposed to do anyways, by default. Huh. I don't know. Because, let's see, let me look at this, inspect this whole thing. See, this goes up to there, so it could be that this indicators, I believe, let's just put a border around that just so we can see. PX solid black. Yeah, so it's not taking up the full thing, which I thought was supposed to be the default behavior of Flex. Order. And okay, so container items, align items stretch. See, this shows these guys, but it's not expanding them. Ours is not expanding them. Ours is more like this, where it's leaving this space in here. Uh, and I don't think it's because of the wrap. Let's just check that out real quick. And yeah, see, that's not. I see. I actually like that better, um, where it's taking up the whole screen. So I think I might just go with not having it be flex after all. And let's just go with that for the moment. Maybe we'll circle back and be flex in the future. But at this moment, I think getting rid of these two might be the trick. Okay, so I do like that better, even though it is sort of, it would be kind of nice if they're side by side, and like I said, maybe, but I do think that this is a little bit better looking. Okay, so now we have our, close that up. We have our mat cards, and in their mat card examples, they put them in a mat card content, so I guess that makes sense to do that. Go ahead and take a look. Yeah, I like that. I think that's great. I don't know why we have an extra bar here. Something is 100% probably in getting along with the. So the body is got a height of 100%, which is then forcing that. So let's go ahead and look in the styles. I think that might have been something that was added. Let's see if we get rid of this, where we're at. Yeah, I like that better too. So I think I added the mark. So I think what happened was this was like that, and this is how material created it, and that's fine. Actually, that's fine. Actually, I'll go with that. That's well, I don't know. So then I added this margin because I didn't really like this being jacked up there, but then but now we got this line here. So now if we get rid of the 100%, we've got kind of the best of both worlds. So I'm going to go with that at the moment. Who knows? We're still early on. Let's see, where are we at? We are at 9 minutes 26 seconds. It's probably a good time to stop. Next, I'll probably work on the coloring. Get this thumbs up and thumbs down the right color, and let's see, the speech recognition, and maybe try to set the whole color based on the like a light red and a light green based on that, and get rid of the true and false, and maybe and try to get these aligned. So a couple more styling things, and then we'll move on to the showing the list of uh, web API, voice API callbacks um, that someone might want to filter on. In the original one I built, what happened is you could turn on and off the filtering. I mean, not the filtering, but the callbacks. But I think it makes more sense to log all callbacks, period, all of them, and then be able to filter what you see. I mean, there's absolutely no reason not to log them all. Before, what would happen is you could turn it on and off, and you might or might not get information based on which ones you selected. Um, so I think that would be an improvement. That's about it. Happy coding, everybody. Bye.